I think that's hey, you started knowing you're going to come out of the game, you know, to keep a streak alive. Maybe that's not what it's about. You know, it's not a preseason game where hey, you're going to play start to the half. What's the next week? A quarter, a series. That's not fair. It's not fair to me. Not fair to Gino. That's not how you play. You know, you play to win. That's hard. It's been a hard day to handle this, but you know, hang in there and figure it out.
Is this the end of Eli in New York?
No.
Why not?
Well, I have a lot of confidence in Eli as a player, as a quarterback, but at this point, it's my responsibility for the organization to make sure we take a look at Gino and at some point take a look at Davis and give them the opportunity to show what they can do heading into next year.
Look, this is a tough one. Why now? Why do this to Eli Manning? If you're going to clean house, clean house. If you're not, go. There's so many angles, and I guess one of the questions that's sort of rising to the top is should the Giants have actually traded Eli at the deadline when there was still a possibility of moving and shaking? Well,
and when you trade him at the deadline, maybe a streak's not broken. I know it's hard to go into a new place and start, so maybe a streak is broken, but he's not dealing with this. I said, listen, the Giants had a bye going into the trade deadline at Week 8. There's a team that has the cap space for him, whereas former head coach is the general manager in Jacksonville. They also are a very good team with a very bad quarterback. And I felt that we knew where this train was headed. I felt that we knew that Eli Manning was not going to be the quarterback in 2018, and it was pretty likely he was not going to finish 2017 as the quarterback. And so this, for me, it's not second-guessing. It was first-guessing. That you should have at least broached the possibility when your season was finished, which it was. Now, they came out after the bye week, after the trade deadline, and had two of their worst performances of the year, getting blown out by the Rams and losing to San Francisco, and that officially ended their season. But it's something that I would have considered then. It's something I think they will strongly consider this offseason. And a lot of these fake trades are fake trades because they can't work, because the NFL has a tough salary cap rules. This one could have worked. The Giants could have traded him, and the Jags could have absorbed his salary. And that's not just picking a team out of the air. No, Tom Coughlin's there. They have a great defense. Right. They have no quarterback. So, I mean, I was saying it then, so of course I'm going to say it now that he's benched for Geno Smith and Davis Webb.
Geno Smith. Geno Smith.
Should they have traded him for the deadline? No, I don't think they would have. Don't think they've been able to get any value for him. I know we play fantasy football. I know in the fantasy football, you just go to the top of the column. How do I add, drop a player, pick a player up off of waivers? You hit a column, all right? It shows you either what you want to do. You want to pick a guy up off of waivers. Then it shows you the waiver wire, who's available. Then you hit a slot. Then we got some commissioner. It goes through some process. There's a player available. Then we have a waiver process. But that's our fantasy league. That's not what the New York Giants reality is. And the reality is it's hard to trade a player to get value for him from any organization, even if you're going to move on. Remember, New England wanted 2 number ones for Garoppolo. What did they end up settling for? A young quarterback, a team that needed a team. They end up getting a second-round pick. So what do you get for Eli? A 5th rounder? A 6th rounder? And Jacksonville hadn't made a decision about Blake Bortles. So, no, I don't think they should have traded him. No, I don't think they should have put him on the bench. Yes, if they want to get Webb some snaps, because I've seen enough of Geno. I know what's getting ready to happen. But you can't blame Eli for the bad offensive line, no running game, and no wide receivers that are healthy. So that's not Eli's fault. To me, it was like they put the blame on this season in Eli's lap. And no, it shouldn't be on Eli's lap because they are not a very talented football team right now.
CeCe, but part of the blame goes on Eli's lap, right? He's not the solution.
Did they bench anyone else? Did they bench Eric Flowers?
They have not benched Eric Flowers. They benched players on the defense.
Oh, who? Who'd they bench?
They benched Eli Apple a game. They sent.
And what was that based on? That was based on his performance.
Yeah.
But also, remember who drafted him, right?
Jerry Reese.
Oh, the same guy that you want to get. Let's get ready for the draft. The same guy.
But hold on. Didn't Jerry Reese draft a bunch of the players that won the Super Bowl in 2011 with the great defense?
No, he got free agents, actually, Nick.
Okay.
Oh, they were free agents.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, all of them weren't free agents.
Landon Collins, the rest of them.
No. I said that.
Free agents.
I said that won the Super Bowl. I'm talking about the team that won the Super Bowl. Those weren't free agents.
Tell me the players that he drafted. Show me this great track record that we're getting ready for, that the Giants have drafted these players.
Okay, so after the Super Bowl, they drafted Odell Beckham. But before the Super Bowl, they drafted Justin Tuck. They drafted O.C. Umenyiora. The D line that we're talking about, those were homegrown guys. It wasn't a bunch of not missionaries, vigilantes they brought in from the outside. I think Jerry Reese is going to get fired. But you're saying that Eli, there's no value within the season. What value are they going to get for him after the season? More when he has less games to play on his contract?
At some point, you do enough for an organization, you move beyond being a normal player. And that part right there, you're not going to understand. You're not trying to understand. Eli Manning won them 2 Super Bowls. Okay? Regardless of what you think about his regular season record, do you know who threw the ball in that frigid temperature in Green Bay? Do you know who made them plays down the sideline? Do you know who made those other 2 throws in the Super Bowl? The Manningham up the sideline. You know who threw that ball? It was Eli Manning. All right? He helped the Giants win 2 Super Bowls. And I got the break.
All right, coming up is